Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Dear students, I hope all of you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Dear students, welcome to our online platform of NIVS Home School. I am Muhammad Faruk Hossain, Assistant Teacher of National Ideal English Version School. Dear students, now I am going to conduct an agriculture studies class for the students of class 8. Dear students, our today's topic is chapter 1, CBQ 1. Okay, so let's try to solve it. Dear students, to solve any creative based question, first of all we need to rate the STEM. Then by the basis of STEM we need to solve it. So let's try to rate the STEM first. Farmers of the village of Enayatpur cultivated crops on the basis of seasons. That means they cultivated their land throughout the year on the basis of seasons. That means in winter season they cultivate the crops which are available in winter, and they sow that of in summer or other seasons. In most of the time their highlands remains vacant. Okay? As a result, at that time farmers become unemployment. Okay? That means farmers don't have any work, any job. In addition to the lack of crops in their land, unemployment makes them crazy, and they went to agriculture officer for seeking suggestion. Dear students, although some months or sometimes of throughout the year the farmers need to remain without any work, they need to remain unemployment, so they become very much crazy, and as a result they went to the agricultural officer of their residence and seek suggestion. Agricultural officer motivated them in cultivating crops which are free from seasonal dependency. Okay? That means the officer encouraged them, motivated them to cultivate those crops which are free from seasonal dependency. That means in winter if they can produce the crops which are available at summer, that means if they can do this, they will be much more benefited than cultivating seasonal dependency free varieties of rice and vegetables. The farmers of Enayatpur village are now self-sufficient. Okay? That means by cultivating those crops, the farmers of the village Enayatpur has become self-sufficient now, and they got the suggestion from their agriculture officer. This was the whole stream. Dear students, now we will read the questions from creative question 1. A. What is GM crops? What is GM crops? Dear students, at the time of writing any answer of your creative based question, first of all you will write like this answer to the question 1 or 2 or 3. Then after writing that you will write A, B, C, D at the middle. Okay? What I have written here. So what would be the answer of A? GM, genetically modified. Okay? Genetically modified crops refers to the crops those are made free from seasonal dependency. This is called GM crops. Okay? Now number B. Cultivation of super hybrid rice exploits the freedom of the farmers. Okay? That means if the farmer cultivate the hybrid or super hybrid rice and it exploits the freedom of the farmers. So let's try to solve it. This is B. Cultivation of super hybrid rice exploits the freedom of the farmers in the sense that they can no more use their seed. That means they need to collect that super hybrid rice seed from their officer or from their offices. As a result, the farmer don't get any freedom to use their own seeds. This single-use features inhibits future production. Okay, this also inhibits the future production. Okay, this was number B. And number C, explain which steps were taken by the farmers of Enayatpur village to get success in crop production. That means to produce more crops or other crops, which steps were taken by the farmers of Enayatpur to get rid of seasonal unemployment and poverty. The farmers of Enayatpur tried to overcome seasonal dependency of crops. I told you what is seasonal dependency at the time of reading the stem. Okay, then photoperiodism of crops is the main reason for seasonal dependency. The farmers took initiative to minimize it so that they may grow crops in any season. Okay, that means the farmers are able to produce any crops in any season. They also took steps to increase crop diversity. Okay, the farmers also took initiatives, okay, measures or steps to increase the crop diversity. Okay, they grew different varieties of crops and vegetables. By doing all these tasks, the farmer of Enayatpur did not remain unemployment anymore, and finally they got success in crop production. Okay, so these steps helped them to get a great extent. Okay, this was all about C. Dear students, now we will read D. Analyze how the farmers of Enayatpur village became self-sufficient by the advice of agricultural officer. Okay, that means which suggestion was rendered by the agricultural officer of the village Enayatpur to the farmers. So let's try to solve it. This is number D. You will must write C, D, A, B at the middle of the page. Okay. By facing the great problem of unemployment along with seasonal dependency, that means the farmers of the village Enayatpur was in great trouble of unemployment, and number 2 is seasonal dependency. Okay. And by facing this problem, the farmers of Enayatpur went to agricultural officer who showed them the ways how to use their vacant high lands and also how to cultivate seasonal independent crops and vegetables. That means this was the exact suggestion rendered by the agricultural officer to the farmers of the village Enayatpur. Accordingly, they made themselves free from the grip of photoperiodism of crops plants. Okay, they were free from photoperiodism of crops. Okay, they got busy with farming and sold off seasonal fruits and vegetables at a high rate. Dear friends, if you find any crops in the market in any winter, and you know that crops is not available in winter, but if you get it on the market, that means you will have to buy that crops in high price or at high price. As a result, if the farmers are able to produce the crops which are free from seasonal dependency, this helps the farmer to a great extent. Number 1, they will not remain unemployment anymore, and number 2, they will get high price by selling that crops. Okay. Then diversity in production also solved their nutritional problem. Okay. They got a good price for their early harvested crops in the beginning of the new seasons. Dear friends, at the beginning of winter, or before beginning the winter, if farmers can produce the crops which are available at winter, they will get high price by selling this kind of crops. So that is told here. Above all, now they all are successful. That means although they are not unemployment anymore and they are producing too much crops, and those crops are free from seasonal dependency. That means they are getting more benefited and they are becoming more benefited. As a result, from that notion we can say them successful. In this how the farmers of Enaypur become self-sufficient. Okay, this was all about creative based question number 1. Dear students, your homework number 4 is chapter 1, creative question number 1, it's B and A. A and B is your homework and your submission date is 20/3/2021. Dear students, this is all about today's class. I hope you all have understood today's class and keep practicing it at home more and more. This is very much easiest question and this is the end of the class. Assalamu alaikum.